welcome to Fourmeta Talks. I know usually we do this in another way, inviting people outside of Fourmeta and doing webinars, online series, but today is super special day because I have very special guest with me today, and we are launching our AI Formula new offer, which I'm going to tell you about soon. So yeah, here with me, the busiest person in our company, the person who sends me reels more often than my
Way too
mom
often.
does.
Yeah.
Alex, welcome and thank you for joining me. I know you've been itching about this for weeks, if not
Yeah.
months. So I'm happy to have you here and I hope you're excited as well.
Likewise, Maria. Thanks for inviting in the first place. And I feel that indeed this is the topic that was on the surface for quite some time, and we really wanted to kind of not just scratch the surface, but to dig deeper. And it's just everywhere. It's coming from all of the corners. Like you can hear that AI is already happened. It's not just a thing that is going to be evolving tomorrow. It's happening today, and we're not just adapting to it. We just need to embrace it.
Yeah. Okay, so just for everyone listening, a bit of explanation. Today we are diving into AI topic again, as usual, but more related to e-commerce stuff, like how you can produce content for e-commerce, how can you optimize your workflow using AI tools, and even more recently, like few days ago, probably when this podcast will be launched, it will be a few days ago, but we're launching our AI formula, the workflow that can help brands optimize their way, how they do business, how they do workflows using AI and content production. So yeah, this is what we are going to talk about today. Yeah, let's start, perhaps?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Let's
start.
kick it off.
Let's start with the big picture today. It feels like last year or last 2 years,
Yeah.
AI is booming everywhere, like every LinkedIn post, every
Mhm.
Instagram reels that you send to me, every conference, like everybody is talking about AI. And more interesting in this, like how you can use it if you're not just watching reels, why it's super trending, how you can use it in e-commerce.
Yeah, it's booming right now, and it's not just the buzzword, but I think it's more than hype. A few key things that I wanted to point out is that first we had huge leaps in the AI technology. I think about how good image generation process has gotten in the last year. Tools like ChatGPT 4.0 and Midjourney, they're really showing a lot of people that hey, AI can create content that looks and reads almost human. So that was mind blowing for many of us in the industry.
Yeah, I know some brands they are still
Yeah,
using like just ChatGPT for captions generation
yeah,
or like create email for my boss. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
this is not our case.
Yeah. And I would say that second competition in e-commerce is fiercer than ever, and like everyone is trying to jump on that bandwagon. Brands are looking for any edge to grab attention and convert customers. And I would say that AI offers ways to be more efficient and personalized, which are big advantages. And frankly speaking, the early success stories make others take notice. When marketers hear that their peers are doubling metrics of, let's say, or cutting costs with AI, everyone else wants it.
Okay. While we're talking about success stories, it's good to show some numbers. Do you have some numbers?
Sure, I think that if you talk about numbers, then it's just staggering numbers.
Okay, I know, like, for instance, that 81% of marketing managers
Yeah.
right now, like enterprises or small, medium-sized businesses, they all are using AI and not just ChatGPT to create caption or to create some text. Now they're really implementing like Perplexity, for example, for copy generation, different type of AI tools, and like 81%.
Yeah. No, that's a huge majority for sure. And in e-commerce specifically, recent studies showed that number of businesses that's adapting AI grew by almost 300% since 2019.
Okay, 300%. You can imagine it's like when it was experimental,
Mhm.
now it's essential. You cannot allow to do business without AI
Exactly.
nowadays.
Yeah. So it's not just about like some handful innovators anymore. It's becoming mainstream, and yeah, it's just here. We need to embrace it.
Okay, it sounds like the next evolution. So before that, we used to talk in Fourmeta about like revolutions,
Mhm.
evolutions. So now this is the evolution of
Yeah,
businesses. This is the approach we need to use while creating digital experiences.
exactly. And I also wanted to kind of chip in here with our philosophy. So for Meta, like the in the DNA, we I think set the foundation that we are trying to navigate this kind of murky waters for our customers. We're trying to show them how to implement AI. We're trying to be proactive, embracing the opportunity, and it's just so easy to get lost in all this noise. And we at Fourmeta, we are trying to cut that noise. So that's why in this industry 4.0, where from Fourmeta is actually coming. So it's four standing for that tectonical shift, and Meta for us being basically. Mm,
Innovators.
I forgot. You see, like it's just like so much tension here happening in the
Like
room. So like
we are trying to be innovators
exactly, it's
here.
acronym. It's acronym, but maybe you can help me.
Yeah,
How
so for Meta, it goes from Industry 4.0,
exactly
and Meta, it's like most efficient tactics available.
exactly. So it's so good to have you as a speaker at this podcast. Always reminding me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
paying me for this. Okay, good. So most of the people probably who are listening now, they're thinking like, okay, everybody does AI. So for Meta agencies doing AI, that's great, cool.
Mhm.
I don't want to left behind of this. Um, like we have the clear vision of FOMO here, so
Mhm.
people need to embrace the AI. We need to use it as
Mhm.
more as possible.
It is projected that in 10 years' time, around 8 billion, um, around 8 billion is going to be invested, and the entire market is going to be growing. So it's going to be growing fast. That's the real money and momentum behind this trend, and I would say that it's not just interesting. It's not just interesting.
It's not
It's
just yeah,
fun.
it's
It's
fun.
fun as well.
Generative AI is fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it.
But indeed, like when it was rolled out first for the general public,
Yeah.
I still remember these creepy images that were produced by Google. I think there was incentive from their AI department. It was called DeepMind, if I recall correctly, and they were producing this kind of ugly AI generated images, and I didn't really get a clue why there was so much hype around that. So do you remember this kind of glitchy images of some?
No, I'm too young for this.
Huh?
Okay.
You might be too young, but in like that was the first iteration of it.
Okay.
So they were producing some ugly images, glitchy images of sort of like dog faces,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like mesmerizing in a way that they were like kind of morphing into some other creature. So it was impossible to grasp what's even drawn there. But that was the first baby step for their
Mhm.
models to start understanding how to produce the art out of the or like some sort of like graphical content out of the data that they kind of processed. And obviously this data like hugely was you've seen that in captions, you've seen that in different captchas and stuff. So they were training their models
Mm-hmm.
using this kind of captchas to kind of prevent. There was also like a good cause for it. They wanted to prevent that there would be some hackers attacking websites, so they kind of implemented that. And as a byproduct, they also kind of trained their models. So the first attempts in the generation on the AI generation of content of images, it was ugly and it wasn't understandable. Even though I saw like first indicators that could be like a next big thing. But fast forward now, 2025. Look at what Midjourney did.
Mm-hmm.
It's so close to reality. You sometimes even doubt that you see a picture and is it AI or is it just like a like some sort of like proper picture done in the 90s? You can stylize it, so it's a huge leap. And also remember this interesting videos of Will Smith where he was eating pasta like crazy. You remember that? Like how ugly it was. It was super ugly. It was cringy. It was like you could name all sorts of kind of adjectives to it. But look at it right now.
Yeah.
Like it's growing like crazy. It's developing like crazy. It's just like it's hard and it's scary to imagine what's going to be unfolded in next half a year.
Yeah, obviously, but let's stick professional. So you can generate many images, you can create many videos, you can like produce content as much as possible. But what about performance? Because e-commerce, and we are all here about e-commerce, is not about just images. It's how you sell it, how you place it on your websites, on your social media. It's all about performance. So how you can use the Gen AI to create content that sells. This is the main question. And when you put it like that, like from the perspective of evolution of AI, like how you can use it, it's clear why AI is trending. It drives performance, but how is it? And for those of us in marketing, like it's offering a relief. Now we can create personalization, because for me personally as a marketing manager, it always was like, I need to create 10 different captions. I need to create 15 different campaigns for different type of audience. Then I need to insert this type of audience to Google Ads to personalize the campaign. So nowadays we are doing all of this. Like I have the clear segments, and I'm doing this in 5 minutes, and I can test it. This is where lies the performance. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. But moreover, I think only like 30% of brands, they implemented this approach. So we are currently testing it in Fourmeta, and I believe we did really great job in terms of performance. But yeah, let's stick now to different type of content. So how you can leverage the Gen AI nowadays, Gen AI into your e-commerce content. What type of content can you do?
Such a great question, Maria. As usual, spot on. Bullseye. Like it's a no-brainer that right now, even if you don't rely 100% on AI-enhanced processes of working with the content, you need to at least rely like half of your production on those AI capabilities. So, having said that, I feel that when brand has let's say a particular goal that's this year, like for this new season, they want to approach with a fresh photo shoot, like they introduce in like a new collection. And what was the traditional way of doing business? So you organize the photo shoot. In the first place, there will be a lot of work and like creative stuff that needs to happen in the background.
Yeah, I remember these days when I was like creating mood boards for weeks.
Exactly.
And then you have the like 6 rounds of approval process.
Yeah.
Then you're like trying to find the right videographer, trying to find the right studio, models, etc. So the process of launching the new collection and like making the whole photo shoot took for months. That's why we are preparing Christmas campaigns in advance. Like right now we're preparing
we're
Christmas
already working
campaigns.
on Christmas.
Yeah.
So for marketers, Christmas actually is happening somewhere mid-May.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the harsh truth. Like for me, it's impossible because right now I have so many things to do as a marketing manager. Also, I want to implement new approaches. I have fresh new creatives in my head, and I want to implement as much as possible. But how we can use AI to optimize this process?
Simply, we just need to rely on it. Purely, we just need to rely on it. And,
that's a solution.
It is a solution, but it might sound funny. But I see that many companies, they try to kind of embed AI instead of just focusing on the putting the AI as the kind of universal tool. So like it's a prism through which you need to look at your content creation, at your ideation process. So you have a collection, you need to organize a photo shoot. Indeed, like you need to kind of do a lot of groundwork. It's a job on its own. And even if you do everything in full accordance with the best practices, success is not guaranteed. So imagine like how much work you need to do, like how much effort you need to invest into that, and then like you still trust so much to your creative team, to your colleagues who are like organizing everything, but you hope for the best.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be better to maximize your chances of succeeding and winning the game if you would have a capability of infinite iterations? So let's say that the new collection is getting released, and you're planning like something super crazy, but you're not sure if that would resonate with your target audience. So you need to de-risk your photo shoot. With AI, you can just go crazy about it. You can just go like full scale nonsense ideas. You can try them out. They could be like super expressionist. And the crazier your idea is, actually the better.
Yeah.
Because that would probably catch the attention that you desperately need for your new collection.
Let's take like new collection photo shoot as example. How do you see the process nowadays? Like the perfect AI involved process?
Yeah, I see it from the very beginning, from packaging.
Okay.
So like you can let's just use this case where you are just thinking about expanding your brand to some new niche. Let's say that you want to kind of launch your I don't know, you're in coffee business. So you're like famous with your coffee, with your like unique blends and stuff. You're quite established there, but then you want to get into the matcha tea segment. So you can just imagine the entire kind of product lineup for the matcha teas. You can feed ChatGPT or like any other tool that you're using with some kind of general ideas behind that, some reference images with your like brand values. You can describe your audience, try to be as precise as possible, and it would even kind of help you to find hidden parameters of your target audience, which would be like resonating with them. And then you just ideate with it. One thing to notice here, like one important thing, is that AI is not going to do the entire work for you, but it's a huge companion when it comes to the brainstorming, ideation process. So it's your natural co-pilot. It's your like it's your right hand, and you can just create a few different options of packaging. See which one of them is actually kind of appealing. Test that rapidly with your audience. You can launch some, let's say, kind of meta campaign with that. See like if those creatives, they are resonating. Meanwhile, you can just ask AI to create the print ready file for the for the packaging, while it's being sent to the printing house. You can already kind of continue iterating with your other campaigns, testing which creatives are actually performing better, and then already gonna send in traffic to down your funnel to your landing page. And imagine that this landing page, it could be on autopilot, personalizing towards a particular niche, a particular cohort of users. So it's unimaginable. I think that's not only in terms of the like how creative you can be, truly creative, unleashing your full creativity, full potential there, and how quickly you can adapt and how quickly you can iterate and test different hypotheses. That's just unimaginable speed that was not achievable, even if you have the best production resources.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like even smallest brands, they can just iterate, and instead of just relying on the pure luck and obviously like professionalism of your creative team, you now can outsource that to AI. So your decisions, they won't be like just based on your expertise or knowledge. They will be purely data driven.
Okay, okay. Just imagine, like, let's talk about some results, how we can optimize it. So imagine if me, I'm a small business owner,
Mm-hmm.
like I have my first skincare line, I'm doing my first photo shoot. Why should I prefer like your service, like AI extended service, AI
You do the best part.
implementation? Yeah, AI implementation, or just go to some agency
Yeah.
to photo shoot as I did before, like.
Yeah, that's a good question, and I feel that's I tried to kind of touch base on that in the previous passage, uh, but we can circle back to the ability of you iterating,
Mm-hmm.
quickly, learning from those iterations, and doing some kind of incremental progress. So it's also depending on the like if you're a small business, then probably you don't operate with the I don't know,
High budgets.
high budgets,
Yeah.
big budgets, like I don't know, big fashion brands. I don't know, like definitely Prada can afford dozens of different photo shoots, but still, um, you as a small brand, you essentially getting the same amount of freedom when it comes to the experiments, and you're not burdened by, like, let's say, kind of some sort of uh, business or like cultural kind of requirements. You're more free to go. You can just experiment freely. You can do whatever you want essentially. And with AI, you can uh, do these kind of photo sets, photo shoots, experiments, creative ones, uh, with a fraction of the cost that Balenciaga or Prada are investing into the creative processes.
Okay, so
But you're getting the same power
yeah,
essentially.
let's
So
split it 50-50. It's like speed and cost reduction.
it's getting super cost effective, and it's speed of iteration. It's just, I don't know how to put it in other words, but it's you can have so many tests,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also like personalize your offering. You can custom made it so it will be tailored for that particular niche and particular audience.
Yeah,
It's unimaginable.
yeah. I know we have one client. Like before that, we used to make photo shoots for them, like in the original way, traditional one. And now for the price that we're covering, like catering on during the photo shoot, a few months ago, now we are doing the whole AI photo shoot with the same quality of content. So this is like 90%, 80, 90%
Yeah,
of cost reduction. It's crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah, indeed.
Okay, okay. So, but we are talking about photos now, like photo shoots. These are great. I believe it's all been there like a year ago. We all seen Dali, we all seen Mid Journey, but nowadays it's not just photos. It's about videos as well. Like reels are trending right now. YouTube Shorts. Yes, again, you're sending it everywhere. But yeah, what about videos? Is it the same quality of content as with photos?
It's getting there. It's almost undistinguishable from the real images. I would say that sometimes images, they are that perfect, but that's in real life you cannot achieve that level of perfection. So that's why there are even certain kind of algorithms and models that are there to kind of make it less perfect. Less
Okay.
perfect. So there will be like some imperfections, some small details, some like scratches, some kind of mismatches. So it will be like closer to our reality.
Yeah.
And images, they are just like static images. It's no question. It's no doubt that they are indistinguishable from the actual photo shoots. videos, they're getting there, and I would say that right now we reach that level where those videos, they're not just hallucinating or like just doing some free flow stuff. They are actually quite consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So you can structure your creative process in a way that would be not relying on the actual kind of real world production anymore. So you generate something. Let's get back to this kind of packaging that you just iterated for matcha teas. So you get in that package. I've seen there were some examples with the Kling, I think Kling AI, where you were able to create UGC content.
Yeah.
And this UGC content, it was just again, it was undistinguishable. Indistinguishable. We'll figure it out later. So it was indistinguishable from the actual UGC content. It was even better. So the model, she was interacting with that package, with that box, with the tea box.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, it was leaning towards her cheek, and then she was like just placing that in front of the camera. So she was just like, doing some ASMR type of stuff. Like, so it was all real. And I was just like, oh my God, is it really happening? Like, are we just stepping out of this kind of comfort zone where it was traditional for you to kind of allocate certain budgets, like talk to the micro influencers, send them some sort of like goodies so they can test that. I feel that we just passed that, and it's scary on one hand because
it's a bit tricky. Like, we're all people here, and I don't know if I see user-generated content created not by user but AI model. For me, it's kind of like, am I stupid? Should I believe it?
Yeah, and then there's also this phenomena called valley, some sort of like a valley. When you see that a certain image or like a certain creature, it doesn't look real.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of photorealistic, but you're not 100% sure that it's like.
You have this gut feeling that it's not real. Yeah.
So like you got like your instinct is telling you that's no, it's not real, and that's why you either stay within the kind of cartoonish style, so you won't experience this kind of how it's called. We need to Google that later. Maybe I can do that right now. Uncanny Valley. Yeah.
Okay.
Uncanny Valley. It's the it's in the negative connotation, obviously, but I feel that we passed that. So now it's not Uncanny Valley anymore. It's super real, and I feel that one problem is that for us UGC content, it was just like the testament that it was a social proof that real people, they're using it. We could put that behind the curtains if it was indeed kind of real users, or like it was some paid collaboration with micro influencers or influencers, but it's not the topic here right now. But it was a social proof that real people, they use your product, they trust this brand, they are interacting with that brand, and for the end customer, it meant like it was just boosting his confidence that he or she also might try that. He or she sees that real people and maybe some influencers or like bloggers whom they are following, they're also using that. So it's getting like more and more incentivized to actually try it out and to make that purchase. But right now, when you'll be just bombarded continuously with this kind of AI generated content, UGC content, it just losing its value rapidly. And I feel that in next year, we're definitely gonna get to that point where where for us the old marketing tricks, like with UGC content, with some testimonials, with some social proofs, they're not gonna be working anymore. So we need to reinvent like how we're gonna be building trust with the end customer, how we're gonna be working with them, like bonding, nurturing those relationships, trying to be trying to kind of create some brand loyalty what would be that tool? So it's really interesting on one hand, and on another, it's scary
Yeah.
because we'll need to kind of reinvent basically everything.
Yeah, but keep it for future. Like as for now, user-generated content.
As for now, you need to you need to use this momentum.
Yeah.
Because the old world order is still intact.
Mm-hmm.
So people still believe in UGC content, and that's good. We just need to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
We have an amazing opportunity where we need to invest very little money into the compared to the kind of traditional production studios and production cycle, and get so much out of it. You're getting like all sorts of different videos. Effectively, you can even shoot a small commercial.
Yeah.
With the power of AI. Getting back to that topic where I briefly kind of scratched the surface on the consistency. So it was a known problem for models to deviate from the original track. It's solved now. So there are some things where you see like a box or like a package or like I don't know, like the tube with some sort of like cosmetic or perfume. So like the quality of the labels, like you can tell, like small little details, you can tell that was generated with AI, but not anymore. So like it's consistent. The text, the copy, it's clear, it's readable. It's not just some gibberish. It's real. It's proper structured visuals, and it's incompatible right now.
But I mean, UGC is quite complicated in terms of like how you position the model using AI, and still you need to have high quality pictures of the product itself, but like combined with a human touch. So altogether, for me, it sounds even more complex than just production. But from the CTR perspective, like I also did some research while we was developing, we're developing our workflow, and I did some research and seen that user-generated content, if you put it into ads, it generates like 95% higher CTR than original UGC content, like produced by humans. So this is impressive, and for me, like you usually you invest money into user-generated content, but here you do it with AI, so you like have cost reduction, you're not spending that much money, but also you have high CTR. It's like double win.
Exactly. Why do you think is that?
I don't know, just because you can test different, as you said, you can test different approaches. You can create 4 or 5 different videos of user-generated, like aka user-generated videos, and put it into socials, test it out, see what performs best, which type of model performs best, I don't know, which type of UGC content, because you also have different type of UGC. See what's working best and put it into ads. That's it. So you have the ideal one proved by audience, proved by socials, and then you just put it into ads. So you have more flexibility in this way.
So you feel that this increase in the CTR was because you can rely on the more data-driven approach?
Yeah.
Where like you see metrics, you compare, you validate your idea quickly, you iterate on the fly, and then you just use the one that is getting more traction.
I'm a marketing girl, but I'm not that type of marketing girl. We do not do content just for content, just to be like content. No, we're doing content to make it make sure it sells. So this is why I believe in data, like data-driven approach, and obviously with AI, it's amazing.
I feel that they need to definitely do some kind of rebranding for the dollar bills in data we trust.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, very cool. So UGC we talked about. What about product pages like PDPs? How can you use AI in PDPs, like if you're talking about website experience?
Yeah. I have this itchy feeling that I really wanted to circle back on the UGC content real quick.
Back,
real quick. I thought that this increase in CTR could be also because could have been also caused by the people noticing that there are like some traces of the AI generated content. So like they can experience that it's real, but something is off. Maybe like some lip movement was not in full kind of sync with the voice over or with the actual footage. But it's interesting. It's
Yeah, but it also has 20% lower cost per click,
Uh-huh.
which is really good because
Mm.
even if you see the ads, like you see something is wrong,
Mm.
probably you will have better CTR, but you will never click on this ad and go to the website. I'm
Mhm.
not sure about conversion rate. I can talk about these numbers, but as for click, like it's cheaper. It's obviously cheaper. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
20% cheaper. This is a lot for e-commerce brands.
Exactly. No, I feel that AI was here even before the entire hype happened. Long time before that, and it's used in all of the kind of campaigns, like the I would say that performance max. It's
Yeah.
also kind of based on the different algorithms, so kind of AI powered. But if you get back to the question of the PDP, yeah,
Yeah,
how it can affect.
I will say it again, just we will cut it later. Okay, so UGC is
Don't
clear.
cut anything. Don't cut anything. I want it to be with a single cut.
UGC is clear. Okay,
Uh,
very good. But what about other ways how you can implement AI? If we're talking about the website experience,
yeah.
right on the pages,
Mhm.
how can you leverage AI into PDPs, for example?
Yeah. That's a great question. That's a great topic.
I mean, obviously you can use it right on a screen, like when we're talking about the pictures in
Mhm.
PDP.
Mhm.
But yeah, what other ways?
And so that's the most obvious to use Gen AI. So we already kind of touch base briefly on that. You can iterate quickly. You can launch your campaigns real quick. You can see which one of the models resonating with your target audience more. Maybe it could be like brunette model, or it can be
Mm-hmm.
blonde. And you see that there's a tendency that this cohort of users, they prefer blonde, or like they prefer brunettes. And then you can, down your funnel, you can when they land on the PDP, um, you can continue with the same narrative. So
Mm-hmm.
if that model was popular among that cohort of users or among that audience, um, you can further expand her appearance
Yeah.
into the PDP. So all of the shots, all of the videos when she's like, let's say, kind of interacting with that box or whatever item you're trying to sell, it will be all based on that model, and that model would be consistent throughout the entire experience. Maybe some bits and pieces of the UGC content, they will be also kind of using that type of personality, that type of appearance that was
Mm-hmm.
before tested successful for that user segment. And it's a personalization on the fly. I would say that you can go super deep with that. So like you see that, okay, maybe brunette is a bit too broad, but we can specify the ethnicity. We can
Yeah.
specify the look and feel. Like there will be like some trendy girl, or there will be like a little bit more reserved, like smart casual type of character. Not only that, you can also adapt on the fly the copy
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
with
wanted
its
to
tone of
talk
voice.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So like,
because we're talking a lot about the images, video production,
mm-hmm.
visual. But what about the copy? What about the product descriptions?
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, from marketing perspective, like you have different marketing techniques which you can use to like optimize your landing page. For example, do you want to create the sense of urgency, like buy now, save
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
20%, or do you want to share some proof of concepts
Yeah.
and some social proofs? So you can test it out. You can create captions. You can create different tags for PDPs in
Mm-hmm.
just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can quickly implement it. If you're using Shopify, it's super quickly to implement. Like you're just changing the lines and that's it. So it's
Here you
not
go.
only
Yeah.
about it's not only about the images and videos, but if you combine copy with the images, you have more than 100 tests. So you can try different skin tones. If you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about the models, you can try to implement videos or not implementing videos.
Mm-hmm.
You can also combine it with a different type of copies,
Mm-hmm.
with different punchlines. So, and this is how you have more than 100 tests in the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's maybe even thousands
Yeah,
tests. Like
yeah.
if you really want to be that's that deep into that, you can do that. It's opening the like immense opportunities
Yeah, I mean,
for marketers, for e-commerce directors. It's
we always say like test, test, optimize, and
mm,
then again test in e-commerce. But obviously, it's all about how we can afford it, how we can afford our tests. And nowadays, we can afford
you
it.
can afford
Finally,
that.
we
You
can
finally
afford
can
it.
afford that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So
I know that you previously accused me of being too focused on the visual side of the things,
yeah,
with the AI generated images, photo shoots, and video, but I just I can't have enough of it, and I'm just thinking that from the small brand perspective, like you're just launching your collection, you're just getting your first steps in this kind of e-commerce world, where competition is quite fierce, um, and but you're so good with your designs. Um, you have produced such an amazing skirt, and this skirt, like it's just gorgeous. It's beautiful, but you need to kind of convey that to your audience, so they would have this kind of immediate temptation, desire to purchase one.
hmm
And imagine that you're obviously limited with resources, you're limited with budget, so like you've spent everything on that design, on that skirt, like just to make sure that it's gonna not maybe change the world, but that will be like a new trendy thing.
yeah,
And you obviously did your photo shoot. Maybe it's AI generated photo shoot, but then testing that this photo shoot could just get a whole new life. You can breathe in the whole new life into that on your PDP, with the skirts being just like waving
hmm
in the wind. Imagine that. So like you can even get that to that point where you're not just describing only with text that this skirt was made from premium materials, has so much interesting details. It has this kind of like it's breathable,
yeah,
and you can convey that breathable feeling not just with your copy, which obviously is going to be brilliant with the help of AI as well, and adapting to the real kind of use cases with pain points of that particular segment. Like they want something breathable because it's
hmm
crazy hot in their region where they're coming from. And now you can also picture that in motion, not just with some static images, but in motion. You can just show that your model that was AI generated, but no one
yeah,
would know
yeah,
about it. That would be the secret. And you just like with the snap of a finger, with just like gentle hand gesture, she's just like kind of giving putting her skirt in motion, and you feel that it's nicely kind of nice, like you see this nice wave going across that skirt. So you are indeed translating translating the meaning into the actual visual
yeah,
in motion.
yeah.
So I feel that that's definitely kind of giving a lot of possibilities to the even small brands.
I see that you're more like on the creative perspective of things. I'm more on the selling stuff. Like,
Mhm.
why should I believe that this particular skirt was made for me? Why should
Mhm.
I buy it?
Exactly.
And like for me, the perspective where you can optimize the experience for each particular customer, when you can personalize this experience, this is the key. So for example, for this skirt, I could say I can create different type of models based on body types. I can have a look, how it's going to look like on me with my body type. I could see how it's going to be on even man.
Exactly.
Even man.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can generate hundreds different body types, 100 different models,
Mhm.
and this is the key of personalization. Later, you can optimize it and put it
Yeah.
on the separate PDPs, or I don't know, run some tests using Google Ads as well, or Meta Ads, different approaches. But yeah, this is Personalization.
I feel that, Maria, here it's actually like you can. It's not only about selling, or it's not only about creative visuals. It's about everything.
Yeah.
So AI is just bridging that gap. So you don't any longer need to be either creative or kind of selling,
salesperson. Yeah.
sales oriented. You can cover both of those areas nicely with the kind of elegantly, I would say, even because you have so much power through visuals. We are visual species. Obviously, we tend to kind of get, I would say, 90% of the information from the outer world with our eyes. So like, we need to produce these kind of visuals, and but there's so much noise right now with those visuals. So you need to kind of stand out from the crowd. You need to somehow create this wow effect.
Yeah.
So something that is kind of breaking the pattern, and you can be creative with that. Like, again, if you just look into these videos, then you can either post like a static image of this kind of, let's say, can of Coke, or like, can of I don't know, any other kind of drink, energy drink, whatever. And with AI, you can just produce, let's say, kind of sort of like, floral component to it. That there will be like some leaves from the tree, greenery, like representing that this is only made from the natural ingredients, and they'll be just like going around the can, and like, in a nice spiral kind of animation. Producing this kind of content previously with the traditional means, with the traditional kind of 3D renders, was quite costly. So I haven't seen a lot of experiments in that field. But right now, everyone is just like supercharged with this crazy rendering capabilities, and you can just go experiment, go crazy about it. So again, it's also sales oriented, because you are producing this kind of bold creative stuff that was unimaginable before.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so just to sum up, we know how to do product images. We know how
We
to
do.
we know how to do video animations, UGC content with AI. We know how to optimize landing pages, PDPs with AI. We know how to produce really good, high quality content. And yeah, now let's stick to the main topic.
Let's do it.
What is AI formula?
Oof. So AI FOURMULA, this is the brainchild of our team. Again, like, we have some deep philosophy behind it. It's our favorite number, 4. So like Fourmeta, formula, everything is centered around
4.
Is around 4. Yeah. It's a lucky number for us, and it's Industry 4.0 where we're living right now. It's exactly described by this AI revolution. So like, with all of the kind of new kind of like horizons that is opening, it's all about 4 nowadays. And the AI formula is basically the bulletproof algorithm approach, a set of actions that we perform in order to get to the great results, give you those great results. It's well structured, it's well formulated. That's why it's formula. And we have this kind of know-how, we have the expertise, and we want to share it with you as a merchant, as a customer. So we are providing you with the set of well-established best practices that is going to get you from, let's say, kind of nothing to everything.
How does it work? Like, you are just sharing tools, like use ChatGPT for this, or use Midjourney for this.
Yeah.
How does it work?
It's a combination of tools. So like, it's in a way, we are reviewing your existing kind of production cycle. We're reviewing your existing way of doing things. I would say that because we are in this business for quite some time, we know what will be the typical type of project cycle looking like. But obviously there are some nuances, and it's not one size fits all kind of solution. So there will be some unique, let's say, kind of custom things done for every merchant or every customer, but still, we review a process and we know how to enhance it with the AI.
Mm-hmm.
We're just giving you boost. So instead of maybe like hiring new people, how is your existing team can be enhanced by AI practices, by
Okay.
AI processes, agents, neural nets and stuff.
Okay. Can I say that formula of AI formula is Fourmeta's e-commerce expertise plus AI?
That's no, you just brilliantly put that.
Okay.
I like
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds good. So what about like the workflow? How does it work? What was the R&D behind the formula?
hmm So we've invested a lot into the research. We've tested all of the like possible models that we could get our hands on, and there's one fundamental thing we need to agree on is that those AI models, they are trained on different data sets. That's why one particular kind of, there is no kind of, obviously like ChatGPT is trying to kind of become the kind of ultimate warrior and kind of one-stop shop for all of your AI needs. And I think that that's just amazing what they did with the AI generation of images. And Sora is also quite good for the video production. But yeah, it's there are some kind of specific needs if you talk about e-commerce, or like some specific cases where you're not selling only like, let's say, apparel, or like you're not selling only the cosmetic or like beauty related stuff. We take every single kind of possible use case and we see what would be applicable for your needs in the best way. So we review your niche, we review your processes, and we suggest you like what would be the ultimate set of tools for you.
Okay. So it's more like AI consultant, no?
There is a degree of consultancy, but we also give you like a blueprint.
Okay.
How you can later on use certain kind of methodologies, but also we productize that. So if you don't have a team and you don't want your team to be in-house because you decided to partner with with an agency, there are multiple reasons for that and why it could be better than the in-house team, but we're not going to be discussing this in this episode. You can delegate this to us. You can outsource that from our AI enhanced production, where we would basically set a goal, like what we need to achieve, and what will be the ideal amount of content for you to kind of not just to keep afloat, but also to get some success. And we're gonna tailor-made the solution for you. So we'll agree on the particular things, and we'll be just producing them. And for you, what's rest? It's just to kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Okay, so if I'm being honest, it's like providing the same level of services, even better with AI, but cheaper. Cost effective,
yeah. You know that I have allergy towards the cheap cheap word.
Something starts with cheap.
Yeah, we don't like why cheap things they need to be bad. Like they can be good. With AI, we're changing the game. Previously was this kind of general misconception that cheap things, they cannot be of a good quality. They cannot be performing nicely. They cannot be like indicators of success. But AI is changing the game. It's not cheap. We phrase that as a cost-effective solution.
Okay.
So like with the limited resources, you can get some great results.
Okay.
So it's cost-effective, cheap, but it's also the creative freedom, I would say. So it's not only about being cost-effective; it's also about being at that edge, being like standing out
Mm-hmm.
from your competition, and maybe head in it even.
Okay. So to break it down to the process, for example, we have 4 different steps. Again, 4. We have 4 different steps how we can help brands to create more content with AI, to test different approaches. And just to be clear, so this is still service side. So we're still providing services. We are not doing consultancy for you. Obviously we can, but this offer is not about consultancy. It's not just like use ChatGPT for this or use Midjourney for this. No, we'll have professional team who has experience in e-commerce, but also has experience in AI. So
That's right. Yeah.
yeah, how does the process of such service look like for me as a store owner?
That's a good question. So for you, first we need to ideate. We need to get to that drawing board where we map your particular needs. What do you want to achieve? We brainstorm together. We go through the certain kind of workshop techniques. We facilitate those workshops, and we just keep on giving you some kind of ideas, references, and you're in the driving seat. You're like approving which will be the most optimal way for you, but you're getting like quite a lot of different options. We decide together, and then we get to that point where the vision is clear. So we need to start execution. We are essentially producing content for you, and it could be various different content types, but
using AI.
Using AI. But one thing for sure is that this type of content is going to be like there will be no lack of that content. So you won't be struggling with I need to kind of add additional kind of slide to my carousel in Instagram and stuff. With a snap of a finger, you're gonna get exactly what you need. I know it might sound like magic, but we're indeed magicians in that sense. The third step is going to be the content distribution. So we'll be implementing that content, visuals, copy, you name it, into the actual kind of tangible results, some sort of like PDPs or like any other kind of pieces of the website, of the storefront. Placing those things into the funnels, structuring those funnels, and the fourth essential step is optimizing. So continuously even optimizing. This is exactly where we get into that iteration part. So we validate certain kind of hypothesis. We see if it's converting or not, why it's not confirming, why it's not performing in the best possible way. It's also kind of a part of our kind of learning journey. So it's a part where we are kind of testing and iterating and providing you with some intelligence on what's working, what's not, and later on we are just like driving success.
Okay.
Getting success.
It's like having agency on steroids, but on a cost-effective price.
Exactly.
Okay, good. I want to circle back to testing and optimization. How does it look like from the agency perspective? So what we are doing, I know that we're providing lots of marketing services, like we're running ads, we're also doing websites, like we are responsible for the performance. But from testing and optimization, how is it differentiate in AI FOURMULA from like common testing and optimization, A/B testing?
Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be just the speed, efficiency, and amount of those A/B tests. It's near infinite amount of options we can produce, and near infinite amount of different variants that we can control. And I would say that it's not just some broad kind of hypothesis, broad theories, but it's quite specific ones, quite like super edge cases, super detailed. We like we can specify, like with this example of the model selection. So not just we're testing like certain kind of appearance types, but also like we're getting deep. We're getting like ethnicity. We're getting different makeup. We're getting you name it. So like it's we can go super narrow with our stuff. So it's speed, it's efficiency, and it's precision.
Okay, good.
Really wanted us to circle back also on the AA process. When I labeled us as magicians, there is some truth to that, because with AI we can go big. We can go big. We can produce something that was just unimaginable, or like something that is surreal. That's why it's getting end customers' attention. But one thing about AI, like also like a general misconception, is that it's not the let's say a magic wand. It could be a magic wand, but you need to know exactly what you want.
You need to be a wizard.
Yeah, you need to be a wizard. You need to be knowing that Macronus Acronicus eCommerce spell.
Now it's like A/B optimizations.
Yeah. Like just make the like your requests when if they are formulated, again AI formulated, like this game of words. It's basically it's a magic wand, but this magic wand, sorry, it needs to be in the right hands. In the right hands of a wizard who is knowledgeable and who understands what end results he has in mind. So what he wants to get out of this. So it's indeed giving you this kind of steroid powers. It helps you to be agile, to adapt quickly, to produce like personalization to the kind of levels where it was unimaginable before, to those levels where you are effectively getting to that kind of nitty gritty. That is just like almost like mind reader level.
Okay, so our design team are not being scared of being fired because of AI.
No,
like
it's
some
not.
people, they're scared because AI can replace my job.
No, yeah. Like this is a popular saying that AI is not gonna replace you, but the person who uses AI, he will.
Yeah, this was Jeff Bezos. Huh?
Sorry, that's
That was Alex. That's fine.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So with AI, you're getting a lot of powers, but these powers, they come with great responsibility.
Okay, and great testing.
And great testing, A/B testing.
A/B testing. Okay. Let's talk about the tools for a second. Like in traditional way, how we do A/B testing, how we measure the performance of ads or the website in Fourmeta in traditional way, and how it differentiate from the new way which we do in AI FOURMULA.
The new ways, again, we're getting infinite amount of different options of different A/B tests, and previously it was quite a costly exercise as well.
To test?
Yeah.
To measure?
And to measure.
Yeah.
Because you need to test something, yeah? You need to start with producing different options, A, B, C, whatever.
Yeah. But what about tools?
We use, we hugely rely on analytical tools. I would say that we employ only the best tools possible from the ecosystem. We use Triple Whale, VWO,
Hotjar,
yeah, PostHawk, all sorts of different tools that just mapping the user behavior. So we analyze that. We build also our predictions based on the user behavior. So like there will be some predictive component to it. And just we try to track as much as it's not prohibited by the law.
Okay.
Obviously, we're trying to be not trying to be. We are disclaim. We are GDPR compliant. Yeah, but we take into consideration all the possible sources. We analyze all the heat maps. We track everything. We analyze fingerprints. We use different like best of the breed analytical tools, or rename them.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't say that this particular part is kind of hugely kind of infused by AI, but it acts more as the kind of data source
Mm-hmm.
for our kind of groundwork when we are training those AI models.
Okay. Have one big question. So, if we're scaling in terms of content, we have different images to test. We have different captions. Like, imagine hundreds of variants for testing. But you also need to analyze it, and obviously, like you are doing this manually. So you're cutting time for content production, but you are wasting more time and spending more time for analyzing this content. So how do this leverage?
There are certain computer vision techniques that
Mhm.
help you to kind of not just kind of to review all these user sessions manually, but to rely on the AI
Mm-hmm.
that will just kind of go through all of the sessions, all the recordings, and give you like a brief summary what's
Okay.
going on. So like that will be on tip of your fingers, but without you kind of needing to kind of invest a lot of human hours into that. So you'll have some actionable insights, what's going on, what's happening, what could be the potential blocker, and which option is performing better. So where you need to kind of double down your resources.
Okay, just to sum up the AI formula. Let's imagine me again, small brand owner, skincare brands. Okay.
Why not matcha tea? Why are you avoiding that?
No,
I know
I
you
just
love
want to be
matcha.
skincare. I prefer to be skincare.
Okay.
Okay, so I have AI formula. I'm working with Fourmeta agency. We have the step one. Step one is ideation.
Mm-hmm.
So together with your team, with your e-commerce strategists, we generating ideas for a new campaign using AI in mind. First of all, in mind. Then what happened next? We generate this content, different type of content, depending on campaign that we decided to stick to. So it could be animations, could be user-generated content. We also do emails, like some graphic design for banners, and etc., etc. Optimizing PDPs, like doing lots of landing pages. Step 3, your team helped me to like implement it. So we still require manual job to be done on the website. Even if we generate content with AI, we still have to implement it somehow on the website. So it's not done by with AI. So we have the team behind it, and later you optimize it, right? So like you're testing different approaches from the creative that we generated, and like automatically replace the creatives, right? This is how it works.
In a nutshell, yes, that's exactly how it works. So I would say that it's not a full automation, but it's definitely getting there. So like these creatives, they are gonna be generated on the fly, and they're gonna be placed at a particular kind of, let's say, boxes in the building blocks sections of the website. So with every new user segment, you're getting like the entire new experience, just tailor-made to serve their particular kind of needs and to work with their kind of pain points.
Okay, good. So let's talk more about the small brands, because I believe so that small brands are going to benefit from this service.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot. So yeah, what about small brands? What is the typical trends on the market? How small brands leverage AI, even if they're not doing this, like what they're doing, what the typical approach, how small brands prepare to be scaled, and yeah, how it can be done with AI.
Great stuff. And I personally treat small brands, in the first place, we need to define what's to be considered as a small brand, but let's just consider the entrepreneurs who are just in the very beginning of their journey, and they kind of have good and loyal fan base. So they released a successful collection, and it's performing. They want to scale. I admire this kind of like entrepreneurial mindset, because it's so hard to win this competition right now. It's so crowded, the market, and the competition, again, it's fierce. It's hard. So that's why you need to maximize your chances. And I feel that with AI you finally get to that level where if you're a small and medium-sized business, you can compete with big fashion brands, big fashion houses like Prada, Balenciaga, I don't know, maybe not Louis V,
Okay.
but you're definitely getting like the same. So AI is democratizing the. It's kind of making you equal to those big brands. So that which was previously considered like a game only for the big brands, right now you can also play in that league, simply because your production capabilities, they are just the same, if not better, because you as a small and medium-sized business, you can be more agile, you can be more efficient, you can be more creative. If certain thing didn't work out, you can pivot. Big fashion brands, they don't have that luxury.
Yeah, and
Quite-
they also
quite-
have processes.
Exactly,
Like
exactly.
you need to stick to the process. You need to create Christmas campaign
Yeah.
in summer.
Processes are good,
Mhm.
but also to a certain extent. Like sometimes these processes, they could be like so bureaucratized.
Yeah.
So it's also like a trap. Like on the one hand, you have something that is super stable, that is performing every year, that is like well structured. So like you understand how this business functions, and you have some predictability, so it's easier for you to forecast. That's why they are like these big brands. They are like traded on this on the stock exchanges and stuff. But you
Mhm.
also need to meet the expectations. So
Yeah.
you cannot be that experimental. You cannot be that creative anymore. But you, as a small and medium-sized business, you can.
Mm-hmm.
To a certain degree, you obviously need to have some process in place. They need to be implemented. You need to build systems. But you can switch.
Yeah.
Like you can pivot. You can go against the rules. You can stand out from the crowd. And especially being empowered by AI, it's a unique opportunity for you to step into that big brand game.
Yeah, looks like small brands, they have even more luxury
Exactly.
than enterprises.
Exactly. That's the time to thrive, and I feel that's we definitely don't need to be scared of AI. We need to embrace it, and we need to use it to our advantage, especially if you're a small and medium-sized business.
Okay. What about tools? Like, for example, if I'm like, I have 4 people in the team, I'm really small brand. Can I do it on my own? Is it possible to make it on my own in the same level of quality as, for example, we do in the agency?
Everything is possible. I always have that mindset, and you can do a lot of great things on your own, especially if you're focused, especially if you are a visionary, if you know exactly where you're heading to. With AI, you can be like a solopreneur.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need like a massive team in order to succeed, but you need to invest a lot of time and effort into mastering those tools. And you also need to run your business in parallel.
Yeah.
So it's hard. And I admire a person who has that kind of courage, that discipline, who is determined. But we all live with our kind of real life, and we know that we have only 24 hours
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
a day. So it's I think better to consult with someone who has done that before. See what kind of best practices, what kind of algorithms are in place, how to approach that, what models are going to be a best fit for you, and then just to kind of with this foundation already kind of set, continue growing your business.
Okay.
So I feel that it's a good idea to talk to someone who is expert in the field, and based on that, just to kind of try to get some kind of know-how and continue expansion on your own.
Okay. This is the speech for all small, medium-sized e-commerce brands. Stop using ChatGPT just for captions. Like, do not generate images of a dull version of you. No, like, you can be better. You can use it better.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just to sum up, so we are almost in the end of our podcast. I want to play a little game, myth busting.
Love games.
Yeah. So we talked about it before, but let's sum up. Myth number 1. AI is just for creating visuals. Yes, no,
No.
quick way.
No, it's not. It's there is more to it. It's not just funny pictures or like indeed like professional photo shoots. It's also about being your strategist, being your companion when you're ideating a certain idea or a certain kind of approach. It's also your extremely skilled A/B tester who has like all of the kind of
It's
data sources just at the tip of their fingers.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, exactly. Or like a guinea pig. You can do so much stuff with that. You can be creative. You can be analytical. You can be extremely deep with your research, and it all comes with the fact that you are faster than everyone else surrounding you, and who still don't believe in AI.
You can be 5 different options of you.
Yeah. At
Okay.
once.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2, AI will fully automate our marketing job. You will fire me. Like, forget it and replace.
You're playing with fire, Maria. But no, I feel that it's hard to replace humans completely. Even if I know that this is the biggest dream of all of the entrepreneurs, to just be as optimized as possible and not being a victim of human error.
Yeah.
But we still need humans.
Pizza.
We still need, but just like the role of human is evolving. Instead of us being the actual kind of producers of certain stuff, of art, of copy, of visuals, of code, we are becoming editors. So I see that the future where we're just like orchestrating as managers or as entrepreneurs, orchestrating the work of different AI agents. Like one AI agent is dedicated to be your, let's say, kind of content strategist. Another one is your marketing specialist, and another one is your developer. You're just kind of navigating them. You showing them, like you're prompting them with the clear idea of the result that you have in mind. And yeah, you just do the work with your AI agents. But we are indeed like equipped with this great technology that is just enhancing us, and us being like editors, like. So like probably if you're in position of let's say junior position, then you're screwed.
Yeah, I believe like being a good boss in 2025 is not about hiring your manager, some more assistants like junior designers or some help. No, it's buying as many AI tools as possible to test it out, to optimize their work. Yeah. Okay, cool. Number 3. AI is not, like AI generated content is not on that level yet.
It's on that level yet. And it's just unimaginable on what level it's going to be in half a year, in a year time. We're at that kind of point in our timeline where we know that companies or people who are not using AI, they already lost the game. So it's important for us to use all of the opportunities right now to kind of excel at those tools, embrace that, experiment and employ as many AI models as we can, see which one of them is performing best for us, and yeah, just keep on growing. It's on that level, and you won't believe how good it is. So you need to test that for your particular brand, for your purposes, for your niche, and you'll be just blown away.
Yeah.
How good it is.
And even more, like again, circling back to the talk of people and like brainstorming partnership between professionalism and AI, like even if AI generated content is not on that level yet, you have Photoshop. You can refine it.
Exactly,
like you have
exactly.
design team.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a partnership.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now, even allow me
Sure.
allow me to chip in here slightly. So you don't even need Photoshop. Sometimes you can be
you can use other AI.
Other AI tools, other AI models. So like you can just like specify a particular kind of area that you would like to modify, and obviously you need to kind of prompt it.
Yeah.
But it'll do the job.
Okay, perfect. Next one, using AI is like cheating. It's more human question. Cheating, it could be inauthentic. Like, what is your thought?
I feel it's just complete wrong direction if you go that way. You can use let's say kind of a shovel to dig that particular kind of tunnel, or you can use let's say kind of special equipment. You can use like some tunnel digging tools, escalators, or you can rely on the shovel. But being proud that, hey, I made this tunnel with my shovel and my hands only. Yeah. Would it be efficient? No. If your kind of moment of being proud of yourself is only dependent on the amount of resources you're investing versus the output, I feel that's the completely wrong composition, framing of the question. I feel that you can be proud of you digging that tunnel efficiently, quickly, and with minimum resources required.
And you're innovative.
Yeah, exactly. So like you need to use a new technology, and or you just left behind. So it's not definitely cheating. It's more about you being efficient, and I feel that when you're wasting resources, when because it's indeed a waste of resources, and you're not efficient, you're just you're doomed. So I don't believe that we need to frame that question from a perspective of it being not authentic. I feel there's even some authenticity. There are like some like AI generated art that I feel is gonna take its place, and we even see that with our own eyes, where like a completely new niche of new wave artists are getting on the scene. Like they call themselves like AI artists.
Exactly.
And the art that they produce, it's just amazing. It's marvelous. So
perfect. Okay, so we've covered a lot, like trends, AI generation, how it can work for your business, some myth, some good stories, AI formula, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Alex, if you want to sum up, like in general, final speech, this is your time.
Thank you, Maria. I'll use this opportunity wisely. I'll try to be efficient with the listeners, with the viewers. I think the key message is that we need to be agile, and there were not so many kind of let's say kind of true tectonical shifts throughout the humankind history. Obviously, like if we again getting back to the philosophy behind our brand Fourmeta, indeed there was like let's say a steam engine creation. Then we electrified all of the plants and manufacturing was indeed kind of supplied with different kind of automation tools. We got to the Industry 4.0, the existing revolution of AI and all of the other internet of things, kind of computer related stuff. And I feel that with every kind of change, with every revolution, the world it was like it has never been the same.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like a dramatic change, and either you adapt or you just you die.
Yeah.
So that's exactly that moment where we need to adapt, and e-commerce offers so many opportunities for us to actually enhance our processes with AI, to embrace it, to be more efficient, to even somehow reframe the best practices, like how we used to
Mm-hmm.
sell, how we used to be, like become more persuasive, become more personalized. So it's a great new world, I would say, that we are stepping into, and we at Fourmeta, me personally, I'm extremely excited by the new opportunities that it presents to us and to our clients, to merchants. It's just the thing that doesn't happen a lot throughout the throughout the history, and we are lucky to be alive at that particular kind of timeline, and kind of going through this shift, experimenting, and generally just kind of getting the results, because it was unimaginable just 10 years ago. Right now, it's definitely the time to thrive as a merchant, as the business owner, and yeah, just hang on. It's gonna be an amazing ride, and
Okay.
we're super optimistic about it.
And it's going to be an amazing launch. And just a message to all people, like, please don't view AI as replacement of human being,
No, no, no.
because even if we made this post-production of this podcast with AI, it still requires both of us, me and Alex, to
Yeah,
produce it. So yeah, thank you for listening to us, and thank you for joining me today. And yeah, that's it. I hope this series, not going to be the last one for us.
of
The
course not.
first, but not the last one. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think that with AI, we'll just continue freeing up more time for
Yeah.
this kind of series, and treat AI as the not as your competitor, but as your ultimate companion, who's going to be making your life easier, making your customers' life easier, freeing up essential
Mhm.
time for you, so you can just be good and efficient at those things that you actually have fun of doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.